guys? What's up, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back to another one. Hope all is well. It's the NCAA targeting Coach Prime in their latest rule changes. So there was an article posted here. Some of you may know about it. I'm going to give my thoughts on it. So it says college athletics is undergoing a period of rapid transformation, particularly with the latest decision by the NCAA to shrink the transfer portal window in college football, approved by Division I Council. The change will take effect starting December 9th, 2024. The new rules reduce fall transfer portal to 20 days, running from December 9th through December 28th, and the spring portal to just 10 days from April 16th through April 25th. While players still can transfer after these windows, they must enter their names in the transfer portal during these designated times. It says here the shift trims the overall transfer portal window from 45 days to 30, a reduction that could have significant implications for both players and coaches. Deion Sanders and the Colorado Buffaloes, a team that has been known for making significant roster changes via the transfer portal, would now need to operate more efficiently with the tighter deadlines. For Sanders, who has embraced the roster overhaul in his tenure, maximizing the use of the shortened window will be crucial. Also, transfers can now be signed by a school once their names are in the portal. After the prospect signs, the school will be prohibited from recruiting communications. And it says, although the NCAA had considered eliminating the spring transfer portal window altogether, they ultimately opted to maintain it, albeit in the reduced form. For programs like Colorado, the spring window follows their spring game, in a period Sanders has utilized effectively to evaluate and make roster adjustments. The reduction in time makes the process more challenging, but still provides an opportunity to strengthen rosters after the spring evaluation period. Along with the changes to the transfer portal, the House versus NCAA case, which is pushing forward towards a final settlement in April 2024 to set to bring further modification to college football. The settlement could potentially allow colleges to share revenue with players, a major development in the era of name, image, and likeness. Although the settlement introduces a new roster limits, capping football teams with 105 players, although scholarships can now be awarded to all players on the roster. So that's good. So scholarships can now be awarded to all the players on the roster. For Sanders, whose roster typically hovers around 105 players with 85 on scholarship, this may drastically change the operations, but could impact the depth in the roster management. With these developments, the landscape of college football athletics continues to shift. Coaches like Sanders will need to stay nimble in tighter transfer windows, and evolving regulations create new challenges and opportunities. It says the months ahead are sure to bring more questions and changes as college sports adjust to these new rules and conditions. First of all, that's a good thing that now, let me go back to this. It says the settlement introduces new roster limits, capping football teams at 105 players, although scholarships can now be awarded to all players on the roster. I think that's going to benefit all teams, not just Colorado. Because, some players are not scholarship players. I think everybody on that football team should be on scholarship because they're putting their health on the line when they're practicing. So that's a good thing right there. I think all football players that's on the team, whether they're on the practice squad or not, they should be on scholarship at least. Yeah, I don't think it's fair for football players on the team to not have a scholarship. I think they all should be on scholarship. That's just my opinion. I think it will actually help the team out. Because more scholarships will be available and they can actually go out and use that, you know. Now, as far as the NCAA just targeting Coach Prime, I don't think they're just targeting Coach Prime because they're going to be more efficient with their recruiting. They're going to be more efficient with it now. So it's all good. You just got to make adjustments. But it's going to affect all teams in football as far as this transfer portal window. You know, people around the country, not just Colorado, everybody got to be more efficient here. But to say that they're targeting Coach Prime, I'm not sure about that. Maybe they are, because he has benefited from the transfer portal. I mean, there was a huge roster overhaul in year one. And also there was a lot of players that came in the transfer portal in year two, and it's actually working for him. The players he brought in is actually working. They knew exactly what they needed, and they went out and got it. And you see what type of season they're having right now. You see what type of season they're having right now. So it's working. But as far as the guidelines, yeah, that hurts everybody. But like they said, they got to get wheeling and dealing after the season is over. But from my understanding, coaches can't contact players until they enter the transfer portal. Remember, Coach Prime had brought up in his last press conference, he was like, well, where they do that at? Players, he was referring to the players at Colorado State. They were offered $600,000 and they wasn't even in the portal. That's tampering. And I don't know if anything happened about the school that offered them that, but let Coach Prime do that, they will be all over it. You know, he can't do that. They'll be all over it. But teams have their way of tampering still. They have their way. They, you know, somebody that's not really affiliated with the school reach out to the player and say, you know, this school is really interested in you. That has to happen because players get in the transfer portal. Do they know where they're going? Do some of them, talking about the top players, do they know where they're going? Do they have some inkling or idea, or they just wait till these players enter the transfer portal and then everybody get the call? And I don't think so. I think somebody put, you know, something in their ear like, look, if you hit the transfer portal, this kind of money we got for you. You know, we'll take care of you there. And we just wait for you to hit the transfer portal. And then we're going to sign you, or we're going to bring you onto the team. But I think they got their ways of doing it. Even though like somebody officially from the school can't reach out to the player, right? They can't do that, but they certainly can. They got their ways of doing things, you know, with that transfer portal and stuff like that. But moving forward, overall, let me just say this in closing. I don't think it's going to have no effect on Colorado. They have their recruiting down packed. They do, and it's showing in year two. But I think they just keep winning. It's the floodgates are going to open for recruits anyway. So that the transfer portal is just it's not going to be a thing for them. I don't think so. Moving forward, they had mentioned another article about a former Colorado employee reaching out to Dubai, and they said this is the desperate situation and trying to get money to obtain athletes. I mean, listen, man, they talking about Trevor. They saying, remember Trevor, he went to Dubai. That's what they're saying, to go over there and try to get money from. He was really trying to go for it. He had big dreams though. Going overseas to try to get billionaire oil money. But you got to have money to play, man, to build a roster. That's what it seemed like. It's like a mini amateur pro situation. You need money to go out and go shopping. Whether you're going shopping, and now some people going shopping in the high school level. Got to go shopping, man. But I think they have a really storybook season this year. I think the recruiting is not going to be an issue. I don't think so. He's just getting started in year two. I mean, year three is not going to be an issue. Although he's taken a few hits to the roster, you know, Travis Shador's leaving, Shiloh's leaving. A few other people are graduating. They're out of eligibility. So he's going to be taking a roster hit that way, but he's going to have more talent coming in. These people know how to recruit, man, and they have an eye for talent. And he has a lot of people coming back, hopefully they're coming back, to get their shine and be the man for the next upcoming season. But we'll see, man. As far as the Kansas State game, I still have Colorado beating Kansas State. It's going to be a really good game. I know Coach Prime slammed the fact that it's going to be a 10:30 game. Guys, it's going to be a 10:30 game, 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. That's crazy to me. 10:30 Eastern Standard Time, the game starts. So, but anyway, I mean, football is football. They're coming off the bye week. That's a late game, though. That's like 9:30 or 9:20 their time. I think it's 10:20 Eastern Standard. I can't remember. It's still late. And imagine if it goes into overtime. Imagine if it go into overtime. We'd be at 2 o'clock in the morning waiting for the game, waiting for the press conference. It's crazy. But yeah, man, overall I like where the team is headed. And I think for the Kansas State game, the takeaways from that game is I'll come back again with my more extensive final thoughts on the takeaways to the Kansas State game is stopping the run, containing the run. Colorado has to contain the run. Kansas State is proven to have a mobile speedster quarterback. They have a hell of a running game. They know how to use the running game. So I say contain the running game. And Colorado's secondary is far more superior. They have Shiloh with his experience coming back. Silman Craig out there. Travis doing his thing. McKinney doing his thing. It's just I think it's going to be good. And I like where the linebackers are right now, where they playing. So it just, again, contain that running game and for Colorado to continue with their balanced attack. And with their balanced attack, Shador can really, as I say, throw the lights out and find whoever's open. They got many weapons. Like if they're going to double Travis, Jimmy might be open. Wester might be open. And a host of others might be open that I didn't name. Will Shepherd might be open, things like that. So they have a very dangerous balanced attack now. And that's really all they were missing. But that's my key takeaways that I think they're going to edge this game out. And we go from there, man. What say you? Guys, thank you for joining. Please give us a like on the way out. That'll be greatly appreciated. I'll see you on the next one before game day. All right.